Hi, I'm the Mom Buster, and I am live on YouTube. This is me just trying it out, and I'm sure nobody's watching. So, yay for me! I could do this all by myself all day long. But my question that I'm going to throw out, and maybe if you catch this down the road, you can tell me your answers in the comments, is should you effing swear in front of your kids? So, this one is a question that I have because I have to be honest. I have sworn in front of my kids. What? Lynch me. Oh my gosh. Return my children. I'm a terrible mom. Okay, but let's get realistic here. First of all, these are words. I know words can hurt and blah, blah, blah. I know. No, you're right. However, they are just words, really. And if they're not offensive, like hurting a group or like, you know what the really bad ones are. But if it's just like the S word, I don't know. Is anyone gonna perish? Let me ask you why this has been something on my mind. So, my kids have both gone through periods of time in elementary school where they've been bullied or teased or whatever. I mean, haven't we all, right? I think it's part of elementary school. But anyway, I don't like it. And since I'm not allowed to kick the ass of the other children, although I would love to, I have to sort of teach my kids how to manage it, right? So, when one of my sons came to me and said these kids were giving him a hard time at school, I pulled him aside and I said to him, F them. And he looked at me like, he was like 7. He's like, Mom, you said a bad word. And I was like, let me explain. These kids you're giving way too much power to. So F them. And in your mind, when they give you a hard time, you can't say that because you'll get in trouble and I won't like it either, but you can think it. So you can smile or nod or respond or say, I don't like that, or go get a teacher or do all the things you're supposed to do. But in your head, you're thinking, F them. And I said, if you just think that, you'll probably A, get a little giggle, and B, it will not give them so much power. And then both of my kids have been through periods like this, and I've told both of them that. Does that make me a bad mom? Because I don't know. Sometimes I think swearing is a good thing. I mean, obviously, you don't want to swear at children. That's bad. Nobody wants you to do that. And you shouldn't swear, I don't know, in front of fancy English people, like in the movies, like headmasters and stuff. They hate that in the movies. Um, my kids go to public school, so there's not a lot of fancy English people around, but if there were to be, I would avoid swearing in front of them. But sometimes at home, when you drop an S bomb or an F bomb or a whatever, I mean, is that so awful? I mean, and then if you watch PG-13 movies, they're all over, right? And what's worse, the swearing or the violence? I would rather have, I don't know, a really hot Ryan Reynolds drop an F bomb than, slice someone's guts and out and eat them and string them up and pull them together like in Deadpool. Of course, Ryan Reynolds can do whatever he likes, and I'll probably be okay with it. I love you, Ryan. I love you. Anyway, I'm sorry. I got off topic. But for example, go back and show your kids some of those 80s movies that everybody loved, right? There is very little violence in most of them, but there's a lot more swearing. And there's not even that much sex. It's just more swearing, like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Go watch that and you'll see what I'm talking about. I thought, oh, there's not, he dances on a float. Everything's going to be great. And then I watched it and I was like, oh, I forgot about that. Oh. And we've been watching these videos on television for when they were released for us like Gen Xers. So you see them on television. You didn't like watch the full movie at home, right? And then you watch them now, the full movie, and you forgot that when you watched them on television, they edited out all that swearing. And now it's back, and you've just shown your 8-year-old all of these fabulous words. I don't know. I would much rather have that than all the violence, to be honest. But that's just me. Hey, if you haven't liked my videos yet, I would really appreciate it if you would go in and like and comment. Subscribe to the Mom Buster on YouTube, and you can go find me on Facebook too, because all of that helps me get the chance to meet you and greet you, and then we can talk about swearing at our kids together, okay? Thanks. It's my first live video on YouTube. Woohoo! Thanks for watching, Mom.